Welcome back to Cooking with Cousin Mel, and I'm Cousin Mel. What I'm going to make for you guys today, it's a very quick, and if you're going to a potluck or anything like that, or still having get-togethers because it's still summer, um, this is awesome to make. Now, if you're going to a potluck, because you're going to use hamburger, um, don't add the hamburger until you get to where you're going. And if you want to then just kind of heat it up, nuke it up to make it hot to put in the salad. But I'm making it's Frito taco salad. So, like I said, I'm just making this ahead of time. So I am going to keep this in a pan. And when one of the girls that I hang around with, when she gets here, I'll heat it up and then I'll put it on the salad. And then we can eat. So you're going to need 1 pound of lean ground beef. You're going to need a packet of taco seasoning or your own. If you make your own homemade, that's fine. You're going to need lettuce. Now, we're going to use tomatoes as well. I'm just using the sweet tomatoes. But if you want to use like the big green, what do they call them? Hot house tomatoes, or whatever you have. Also, you're going to have cheese. I'm using Tex-Mex, but you can use cheddar, mozzarella, whatever you would like. Like I already showed you the bag of Fritos. You're going to use half a cup of salsa, Catalina dressing. I like my stuff creamy, so I'll probably use, instead of half a cup, I'm going to use a cup of this and a cup of salsa because I like creamy. And now for your toppings, it is what you like. So I am just going to go with green pepper and red pepper. I should have bought a cucumber or some celery or something, but I just want to make something simple. I didn't want to go too crazy this time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ground my beef until there's no pink in it. And if when you're done grounding it, if you find that it's too there's too much fat in it, like too much grease, please drain it because you don't want to have the grease in it. It's not it wouldn't be good. After you brown your ground beef, you're going to use a half a cup of water and your taco seasoning, and you're going to let that simmer for 5 minutes until it's nice and thickened up. And I'll come back and show you just cutting up the lettuce and the stuff that we're going to do. So I will be right back. I just wanted to let you know too, guys, that I'm not adding any salt or pepper to my meat, only because I'm adding the taco seasoning. If you want to, you can. I'm just letting you know that I'm not adding it because of the taco seasoning. So I just wanted to get that in there. So I just washed my green pepper, and I'll put you down here so you can see. Now, when you cut these, you can cut them as thick as you want. There's no, if you want them nice and chunky, it's up to yourself. There's no right way or wrong way to cut them. Same as if you want to use celery and green celery and cucumber and all that with it. Now, I did wash everything. Everything has been washed. Same as my tomatoes. I've washed all them. I should be putting them in my big bowl because I do have to cut up my lettuce. Now you want to kind of cut that up into bite-sized pieces if you can. You don't want to have it too too big, but nice sized chunks if you can. What I usually do is I slam the center knob that's down. I usually do that, and then I take the core of it out and wash it. Because once you get the core out, the water will go right through. And I can show you that in case nobody's seen that before. I can show you how I've done it. Used to do it when I worked in the restaurants many moons ago. So I'm going to get these cut up. I just wanted to show you, like I said, there's no set how big or, and then when you cut your tomatoes, if you get the little ones like this, just cut them lengthwise. That's all you have to do. So I'll finish cutting these up and I'll be back. So I drained off the grease. So there's my half a cup of water and my packet. So I'm going to add that, let it simmer for 5 minutes, and I'll be back. So I just mixed it around and I made sure everything was coated. All my hamburger, I made sure that's all coated and done. So I got everything washed. So now what I'm going to get is my lettuce. And I'll show you what I mean when I do this. I don't know if a lot of you do it this way, but it does help. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I'll show you what I mean by, see, there's the, so you take it, slam it down. See, the core comes out. And then when you fill it with water, all your lettuce will fill with water and to clean it. So I'm going to get that done. I'll put it in my thing here. And I'm going to get that cleaned and I'll be right back. So what I did after I got all the inside of it and it filled up with water, it'll feel like it weighs 10 pounds. Just turn it back over where we took the core out of it, and all the water will start coming out of it. And if you have to, squeeze a little bit and that will help. So I got it just in the strainer upside down now, and I'm going to squeeze some water out of it and then I'm going to cut it up. So I'm going to take it out and show you. It weighed like, before I got all the water out of it, it weighed like, oh, probably about 6 pounds. So I'm just putting it down here and I'm just kind of squeezing whatever little bit of water is left in it. And as you see, still quite a bit, but that's okay. So now I'm just gonna, because you want 6 cups of lettuce, shredded lettuce. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and you can shred this by hand if you like. It's up to yourself. But I'm just going to shred it. Anything that's big, I'm just going to shred it by hand. But I want to get the majority. And then that's all you have to do for this. And I won't bore you guys doing this, so I'll get this done. And then I'll be back. So there's what it's looking like so far. Now, any brown pieces that I found in the lettuce, I just threw away. And if you like making sandwiches, you still have lettuce left over. So I'm going to put that in a Ziploc bag. And if we have sandwiches or anything like that, or if I make egg salad or anything like that, I have some lettuce. So now we're going to put 2 cups of cheese. And like I said, I'm using Tex-Mex. So, but it's up to yourself what you would like to use. Cheddar cheese, or I'm going to use, so you guys can see. I'm going to use about a cup and a half or so. If you only want to put a cup in, you can. I'll probably put just a little bit more because like cheese. So I put about a cup and a half of cheese. I will put just the original recipe for you. So that way there you can judge on your own what you would like. I'm just going to grab a spatula here so I can turn you here to see. Just going to move it all around. There we go. Now also, if you're going to a party and you would like, if you don't want to put the dressing and that in there, you don't have to. You can make that ahead of time with the Catalina and the salsa and just put it in a bowl so that it's not sogging anything up if that's what you want to do. That's totally up to yourself. But if it's going to be a bit before you go to wherever you're going, I would just hold off and have it in a separate bowl and just put it in when you get there. Same with your hamburger. So I am now going to add a cup of the chips, the goodness stuff. I'm going to add 1 cup. Use in with it. Mix that around. You're also going to put a cup on the top when you're done. This is what it's looking like so far before we put the goodness on it. I'll show you there. I got the chips in there. This is so good, guys. I really hope you get to give it a try. Like, it's really good. So first, I'm going to put another cup of chips when I get it all done. I'm going to put another cup of chips on the top of it. If you want to add more, you can. It's just a guideline. I will put, like I said, I will put the original recipe, but you make it how you like. Like I said, if you don't like Tex-Mex and you just want mozzarella, or if you just want cheddar, that's up to you. So I'm going to get the dressing ready and I'll be back. And also, guys, the salsa that you want to use is whatever you like. I'm using mild. If you want to use medium or hot, but at least you're always safe with mild. So I'll finish getting that done and I'll be back. So I'm going to put you down because I'm going to add my ingredients. This is the Catalina. Now, if you don't want to use Catalina and you want to use, say, maybe French or something like that, you can. This is my salsa. So we're going to mix that all together. See, all mixing together. Now I'm going to take my meat. Just going to heat it up for a little second just to get it nice and hot. I love this. I hope you guys get to try it yourselves. There, so I got it a little hot. And dump that in. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm going to mix this all around. Now I have sour cream that I'm going to add on the top of mine when I'm done. So there's what it looks like. I know you guys can see it from there. So I'm just going to pause it for 1 second so I can get my spoon here. So I'm going to take another couple. I'll give you a close-up of what it looks like. There's what it looks like. And I really, really hope you get to give it a try. If you do, let me know, please. And we'll see you guys all next week. Bye, guys.